Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Najwa. I'm so happy you're here. If you're new here, please do me a favor. Hit that like and subscribe button. Hit that bell so you know whenever I post a video. Guys, we got 235 federal judges sworn in thanks to Papa Biden, Uncle Biden. Thank you. Take that, Trump, okay? If you thought you were going to get rid of all your cases, okay, that's not going to happen thanks to Uncle Biden. So go ahead and thank us for that, okay? Go ahead and thank us for that. Thank the Democrats for that. Yeah, we brought you that, America, okay? Now you can get a case that's like probably not going to be decided by some racist white fart, you know, who literally thinks that women should be in kitchens, you know, barefoot and pregnant, and think that black and brown people are subhuman. So, yeah, you're welcome. We know that we won't get thank yous for that, but you're welcome. Yeah. Today I want to talk to you guys about how I feel like independents, progressives, okay, need to go ahead and choose a side, pick a side, couchers and progressives, because you guys lost us this election. You really did. People who stayed home, yes, I'm talking to you, Gen Z, okay? Yes, I'm talking to you, millennials, as well, talking to people in my own generation. Yeah, you guys cost us an election. Okay, let me stop. I've talked to a lot of people. So I volunteered for the DNC, as a lot of you guys know, this past election. And over the past, I would say 5 years, actually within my career, because a lot of you guys probably know that I am an art director. I work as an art director in my actual daily life. And in the past 5 years, I've taken on more clients who work within the nonprofit and NGO sectors. And so I won't tell you too much about that just because I don't know if I can, but a lot of the work actually involves a lot of local government and things like that, and local advocacy. And so I've gotten to see this sort of other side of all of this. I've gotten to see, like, you know, how state legislature, you know, how the state legislature ties into all this, and how the legal system ties into all of this. And so I'm looking at this from a new perspective, and there's so much that goes into it, and I'm just overwhelmed at how much I don't know. And what I do know is that we have a priority to come back in 2026 in 1 year, okay, and vote blue down the line for our state governments, okay, and for the House representatives, okay. And this year as well, there's still some local elections, like, you know, state Supreme Courts and, you know, city councils and things like that. That's definitely going to be happening in 2025. So I recommend for you, whatever your affiliation is, to go to vote411.org. I will make sure that I try to splash that on the screen somewhere and see what elections are coming up in your area. And I do know with that platform, you basically can plug in wherever you live. You know, you can plug in like your address, your zip code, and all that stuff, and you can see exactly when the elections are coming up. But back to this point about couchers and progressives. You guys really screwed us over. You really did. And as a volunteer and as someone who works with some of these nonprofit advocacy groups, I've gotten to talk to these voters firsthand, and I even talked to some people in my family and my friend groups who also were undecided, which, you know, undecided, how can you not be, between a man who is a fascist, authoritarian oligarch wannabe who women and, you know, literally wants to sell America for 5 pieces of silver. You know, how can you choose between that guy, you know, and someone who is incredibly capable in Kamala Harris? But or even Joe Biden. You know, I was so pissed. Let me go ahead and put that out there. I was so pissed when they browbeat Joe Biden into stepping down. Okay? Like, woosah. Anyway, the thing is I think where we are is that there's a lot of misinformation online, and Gen Z, millennials, Gen X, for the most part, these baby boomers, they know where they stand. They either voted for Trump's crusty ass or they voted for Kamala Harris. You know, like boomers, as much as they are to our chagrin, hanging on to every string of power, you know. As too much as our chagrin, you know, they pretty much voted. They got out and voted. It is people below the baby boomer threshold that you guys dropped the ball. And I think a lot of you guys got lost in this cloud, this weight of, I'm a progressive, you know, or I'm different. I'm not like those Democrats. Now, this is right here, and it's mainly been from misinformation. You know, I heard something that, so I think the DNC chair, I know I'm kind of all over the place right here now, Ben Wickler, I think he's going to become the DNC chair. And he said something really interesting. He said the majority of things that people hear about the Democrats online is coming from Republicans, you know. And I think that is true. I think that basically there is a huge divide and rift within the Democratic Party. And that rift doesn't exist in the Republican Party. The Republican Party is a cult. So it's like they're all on the same page. Now, the Democratic Party is not a cult. So in part, that's really great that there are different ideas and priorities, you know, and focuses, and we bring those together to sort of work together to find this cohesion. It's like a puzzle, you know, and that means we can cover a large representative. I think people who didn't vote and voted Republican or third party, you have voted against your interests, because there is no party that is more focused on a wide array of needs than the Democratic Party. Okay. But the thing is what Ben Wickler said is right. The majority of people talking about the Democratic Party are not Democrats. And it's something that annoys me to no end. And I think that some people, you know, ought to just be quiet, because this channel right here, for example, is not a news channel. I'm not coming to you like a news anchor, okay? I'm just some chick telling you about what I think, okay? And it can be as simple as that. But I think some people need to go ahead and say that, because some people, you know, online are treating politics like they're culture wars, when really that's not what politics are about. That's not what the government is about. The government is there to help people. And if you push the government away and try and dismantle it from within, you have no security. It's like you're cutting off your nose to spite your face. The government is supposed to be there to help you keep your roads and your bridges functional. You know, the government is supposed to be there to help give you tax credits if you have children, to help you have good, clean drinking water, to help you have health care, to help you be able to go to the DMV and order a new tag and not have to wait in line for 4 hours. The government is supposed to be there to make sure that an atomic bomb doesn't drop in your country, in your quarter, in your coin, in your corner, in your village, in your city, whatever. That's what the government is for, is to make sure that, you know, employers and corporations don't screw you over. That's what the government is there for. And if there's one party that's going to focus on all those different things, that your kids don't get gunned down in school. If there's one party that's focused on all of that, it is the Democratic Party. So if you have voted third party and you have voted Republican, you voted against your interests. And, you know, FAFO season, we've talked about this. It's the FAFO season. You guys are going to learn. You're going to find out. We're so sorry. We told you so. Whatever, you know. But progressives, please pick a side. You know, I don't even look at the Young Turks anymore unless there's someone on there like, you know, Jasmine Crockett or AOC or Adam Kinzinger. I don't think Adam Kinzinger really even platforms them anymore. But if there's someone on there that I'm like, okay, I like what they say, you know, I think that they're a leader within the Democratic Party, I'll go and I'll listen to them. But if not, no, because they're basically MAGA. They're basically blue MAGA. And I saw the same thing online leading up to the election. I saw people essentially saying, oh, I'm not going to vote, and you shouldn't vote either. You know, and a lot of digital blackface people who were pretending to be black, saying, oh, well, I'm a black man from Minnesota, and I am 79 years. Have you guys seen these like bot comments like this? You know, I am a black man. I am a black man. I'm a 79-year-old black man from Wisconsin, and I think that Donald Trump farts smell incredible. It's just like, anyway, they were online. The trolls, the bots, all of them were online, and they made you sway. They made you abandon the party that's going to help you most. Bernie Sanders, I see a lot of Republicans masked as progressives or Democrats saying that, oh, Democrats don't even listen to Bernie Sanders when he speaks. Bernie Sanders votes democratically. You know, he might consider himself progressive or independent or whatever it is. But when just take a dose of reality. We live in a bifurcated political system. You got this here Democratic Party over here, and you got this here Republican Party over here. So basically, you need to choose right now. Okay? Maybe one day we'll get to the point where Western Europe is, and we'll have like 28 parties on the list, which, looking at the economics, is that really effective? Is that really what we want? But, maybe we'll get to that one day. But we're not. We got this here. It's like you're looking at a menu at a restaurant that don't got a lot on their menu. You got this here burger over here, or you got this here chicken sandwich over here. Pick one, okay? The young people, the young people from Gen Z up to X, I know a lot of these people. I voted only for Harris, Biden, and Obama. That kind of gives my age away a bit. That's all that I remember. But I know that there are some people out there, Gen X included, who know about Clinton, who know about Jimmy Carter. Maybe you didn't vote for that person, but maybe you know of the great reforms that they gave. You guys have to go in 2026 and vote to take back the House, okay? Whether you consider yourself progressive, whether you consider yourself an undecided voter and you don't care, we're going to keep talking to you because we need you to care again. I know that some of you guys remember the days of Obama or Clinton or maybe even Carter, depending on your age. I know that you remember some of that stuff from civics class, and you know that what the Republicans are doing is totally unprecedented. It's not right, okay? So we need you to come back. We're on the brink of war. One party just absolutely refuses to govern, that being the Republican Party. So we really need you guys to come back into the fold and focus on your state elections. Please go to vote411.org and look at what's going on in your state, okay? And go to your county website as well. Look at what city council meetings are going on and get yourself over there. It's really, really important. You cannot just choose to sit it out. And please don't listen to disinformation. If you think about it, progressives, where do you really stand? Okay, yeah, you say you're in the middle, but are you really with the Republicans? No, you mostly vote democratically.